Angry MGTOW here. And homeless white women will become normal in America. This is a response to living free. And we'll be looking at a video where it's an interview with 7-year-old VanDwelling girl. So let's see what a so-called girl looks like after she's been living in a van for a total of 7 years. My guess is that she is going to look as bad as she probably smells. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. Let's go ahead and jump into this fucking video. Just wanted to throw the word fuck in there, just for the sake of it. Sometimes I feel like I don't curse enough. Did you see the eyes on that dog? Did you guys see the eyes on that dog? That dog just looked so sad. Like, that dog was just like saying, what the hell? Like, please kill me. Please kill me. Like, just look at the eyes on that dog. Look at the eyes on that dog. Like, that dog has seen some really fucked up things. That dog has seen some really fucked up things in his day. Her day. That dog has seen some fucked up things. Like, honestly, that dog just wants to get off the street. That dog just wants a place to live. That dog is tired of being on the streets. And look at the guy that the dog is next to. Like, look at those look at those eyes. That's the guy who just keeps going, why is the dog called sober? Why is the dog called sober? Because the dog really wants a drink? It should be somber. Somber. That's one somber looking dog. And that's one dedicated looking guy. Like, it's like his will is broken, but he doesn't give a fuck. He's just gonna keep on moving anyway. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm here with Cornelius, and last night I found out that she has been VanDwelling for what, like 10 years?
More like 7.
7 years?
About, yeah.
That means you probably have more experience living in a van than actually anybody I've even known.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I wanted to show you guys her rig here. She's got those cool horns on the front.
Yeah, it's my beast wagon.
Hell yeah, and she's got the canoe up on top.
Mm-hmm.
She's got tires. I can't believe a vehicle has tires. That's crazy. And hell yeah, she's gonna show us inside of the van.
I guess this is CJ's spot.
Hell yeah.
We got our Atlas, and these hooks are super handy.
So guys, I just want to talk about her appearance really carefully. Like, I kind of called it. She looks like she smells horrible. Look at those clothes. Those clothes look like they have not been washed in ages. That hair, OMG. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously guys, she looks so filthy. If she looks dirty, and it's not to be mean, it's not to be insulting, she looks filthy. She looks downright filthy. This is what 7 years of living in a van looks like, guys. 7 years. 7 years. Oh my god. And she has a pet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You can only imagine how bad it smells in there. And how bad she smells.
I should have my chargers up here, but
Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah, if you have wood in your van at all, it's like a super good, awesome advantage, and you'll
Yeah.
see how many freaking.
Sober, you leave the cat alone. Leave the kitty alone. Yeah.
Okay.
So she has a cat that lives in the van with her. Now, I was expecting her to walk into this van and it to be like real fixed up really well. And this is a pet. Look at her from the back. Like, guys, She looks filthy. Oh my gosh, does she look dirty? She looks so dirty. Her clothes are so old. Like, this is some last generation stuff. This is like 1970s stuff. Like this is definitely something she got from her mother or like Goodwill. Like, those clothes definitely came from Goodwill. Oh my gosh. And like the van, like just the moment she steps in, it doesn't look like something that's really been finished or anything like that. And she's been living like this for 7 years. Guys, I can only imagine the smell. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is cool. Hey, CJ. Yeah, sure. Getting in the van.
Yeah.
If this van's a rockin'.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Well, I have a nice advantage. Hey.
Sober, no! Sober! Sober! Get down! Oops, sorry about
It's
that.
okay. I have a huge advantage because this van came with so much wood paneling, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of hooks up to help keep our stuff organized because we need to use every, square inch of space as effectively as possible because there's 2 people and 2 cats living in here.
Oh my god! Dude! Two people and 2 cats living in that bed. 2 people and 2 cats.
And we want to live comfortably.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I put up these screens.
I can't believe both of you guys managed to live in one van. And
Sometimes we need space, and in a little van when the weather's really shitty, we want to get our space. So
yeah.
I set up I have a fold-up table that sits here, and then I set it up as like a study, like an office space.
Oh, that's cool.
And CJ plays video games in the back,
Other stuff too.
Are you
or
kidding?
whatever doing art and stuff, and so I mean it's almost like 2 different rooms it can be, and if
The front seat and the back seat, it's almost like 2 different rooms. The front seat and the back seat. The front seat and the back seat, they're almost like two different rooms. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. I needed this video. I need this video in my life. I need this video in my life. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
We're really sick of each other or we want space, we can put up a curtain right here.
Yeah.
And there's bikes, so we can go
And there's
for bike
bikes,
rides
so yeah,
and-
we can
Oh,
get
yeah.
exercise and go out.
Look at this kitty. Oh, you got two of them. Holy
yeah.
crap.
That's the
Yeah.
mama on the floor,
Yeah.
and this is the baby.
They're like
So-
almost the same size.
Frey is actually half slab cat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, is this all your storage underneath here? Does it lift
yeah.
up or something?
Yeah, actually you're sitting on my dresser right
Oh,
now.
nice, nice. This is her
a-
dresser.
It's a dresser,
Full
also
of
seating
pillows.
space, and it's awesome. But this can serve a lot of uses too. Like I use it as a table a lot, but it's also got all
Nice. Heck yeah.
We got a huge wardrobe because CJ's addicted to looking good.
Oh, whatever. You like close to
You gotta look good, you know.
Oh yeah.
That's the guy's wardrobe. Oh my gosh. He's addicted to looking good. Oh my gosh. Guys, they got two cats in this van. Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh my gosh. The future. The future.
But,
Do you want me to sit on it?
There we go.
but
We have,
Okay, nice.
we have acquired too many clothes.
this thing comes out.
Oh, yeah.
out,
Oh, that's cool as hell.
like-
Wow.
This is our kitchen underneath here. It pulls out. We've got when we want to cook, we can take this, move it over here,
Yep,
and then we can pull out. Oop, I think I burnt my hair on this.
that just
Excuse
happened.
me, CJ.
Sorry.
We can pull out. Move, Frey.
Oh, make sure sober's. Okay, she's still there. Oh, nice, nice.
Food,
That's your
and then
pantry.
we've got yeah. And we've got cooking supplies in another crate.
Yep.
There's a stove down
And a
there.
stove.
Heck
So
yeah.
then this turns into cooking space, or we can turn it this way, or even set it on top of here for a higher
Yep.
leverage.
Go ahead and put the stove back first.
Okay.
This cat really likes me.
She's the snuggliest cat I've ever met. So cute.
Do you smell my dog all over me? Huh? Huh? So,
So guys, it's not just me. You guys can like just smell the piss and shit across coming across the screen, right? You guys can also smell it, right? You can smell the ass just like looking at the screen and looking at that environment where they're living in a tiny van with two cats, and the chick looks like she has not showered anytime this past year. Oh my gosh. Nate Reynolds says, heroin. They cook meth in there? Guys, what the fuck are we looking at? Like, and you can tell her hair is filthy. Like, her hair is so dirty. It is down her. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just looking at her appearance. And then this guy, he's laying in the bed back there with playing video games. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously, the millennial women are so fucked. And you know, there's a reoccurring theme in all of these videos. I don't know if you've noticed it, that I've been making a number of these videos, and in almost every single video, there is a woman and she has a man involved in her life. Like, every woman that's been living in these RVs, even the women that live in RVs, they've been like following like a guy. A lot of them have some guy that they're staying with, it's absolutely true. Even the women, like, there were multiple women that were living in their cars, and each one of them, like, you can hear hints and implications where they suggested, one woman flat out said that she was staying with like a bunch of different guys. Men, like she was staying with a bunch of different guys. Like she was even staying with one guy that she dated. there was another woman, like a 60-something-year-old woman, two of them actually, who were like following this guy who like this RV guy. Like they both were like following this RV guy. I mean, like most of these women that so-called live by themselves, they don't live by themselves. They live with men. They have a man with them, or they have a man close by. It's like a recurring theme I'm seeing. So to date, there's only like one girl I've seen that lived in her car and she did not have a man in her life. And I don't even think she's living in her car right now. I think that she's just like still maintaining her channel, which I think is called Hobo Ale. But yeah, these women are out of their minds, and a lot of them have a man, like, because they could not do this on their own. I mean, this is just sickening. Like, you know, even then this is like a miserable way of living. Like 7 years she's like still in her 20s, it seems. Like she definitely looks like she's still in her 20s, and she's been living like this for 7 years. She's been living like a hobo for 7 years. Like you can smell how bad it smells. Like you can just smell it. You can just tell just how bad it smells looking at that place. Like I wouldn't step foot into that lice infested piss shit. I don't even know what else to call it. Like it's just like so filthy, and this guy's like just hanging out in there. Like no, I wouldn't go near that. I wouldn't go near that place. Oh my gosh.
How many different vans have you lived in? Was it most of the time, was it just you, or have you always lived with somebody else?
I think this is Van Gogh number 4, or I mean technically number 2, but this is my 4th van
Yeah.
that I've lived in. And my first van was actually another Chevy 20. It was like, I think it was in 3.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't pause the mic. Hold on, I'll pause the mic.
This is a 94.
Nice,
You
nice.
live by yourself most.
I lived by myself in high school in my van for like 11th, or for a little of 11th and most of 12th grade.
Uh-huh.
And then I had a Dodge, and then I had a minivan.
So she went to high school and she lived in a van by herself for most of 11th and 12th grade. What the hell? Where were her parents? Guys, now this story doesn't, this is where things are not adding up. For she lived in a van by herself for most of 11th and 12th grade. Where were her parents? How did the state let her live that way? I'm like scratching my head on that. I'm scratching my head on that. She said, and then the thing is, she said for most of 11th and 12th grade. So did she have someone living with her during that time? Was her mother with her? What the heck? Like, this is like some bizarre shit. This is really some bizarre shit. And like, for some reason, I think drugs are involved in this story, but she's not talking about it.
Now I got this one.
Nice.
The minivan was weird, but
Rode it till the wheels fell off, pretty much.
yeah, we drove the minivan till the wheels.
Do you think it's like easier or maybe harder living in a van being like a female, you know?
I think that
You know, I just love how he brings up the point. Do you think it's harder living in a van being a female? Like, you know, come on. Like, seriously, everyone's like thinking about it. Like, you're a girl living in a van. And like, she looks even more musty than the guy. Like, she said it like the guy has like tons of clothing. He likes to look good. She doesn't really seem to care too much about her look, or even her hygiene for that matter. Could you imagine what it smells like when they have sex in that van? I mean, it must smell like, it must smell like something just died 100 years ago, but it still is lingering. Oh my gosh.
It's not any harder because it's not like you're living in the street or anything.
Right, right.
You've got your own personal private space,
Yeah.
and all you gotta do is find spots to park and stuff. And when I was living alone, it was fine. I had lots of friends, and sometimes I hosted other kids who didn't have anywhere to go to.
So she let other homeless kids crash in her van. This story seems really, really weird, guys. This is a really, really weird story. And so she's been with this guy for a while, and they were living in a minivan at one point, evidently. This is a really, really weird story. Like I said, guys, I honestly think drugs are involved at some point, but she's not talking about it. And neither of them are mentioning, where they go to the bathroom. It's quite clear they don't shower every day or every week or maybe even every month.
Yep. Heck yeah. Do you? Oh, that's another interesting fact. Is she's also from Minnesota, and I think you stay like down in the cities, don't you guys? Or
Sometimes we just we spent the summer kind of outside the cities, a little north of the cities in Coon Rapids, or I know.
Yep.
And that's kind of the area that I grew up in.
Oh, nice.
So for the first few years of van life, before I realized that I could take the van on the road and go other places too, I was doing the.
And how old are you?
The winters. 26.
26.
26, okay. So she's 26 and she's been living in a van since she was for 7 years now. Then she was about 19 when she started living in vans. So if she was 19 when she started living in vans, and she said she started living in vans in the 11th grade, that means that she was left back a couple of grades. So now the story is starting to make a bit more sense. She had a place to live, but she got kicked out. So maybe she was living with her mother, but she had to leave. Or it honestly sounds like drugs are involved. Anytime something doesn't add up like this, it's like drugs are always involved, but she's not bringing it up. And I'm almost sure she'd say, "Oh man, I never did drugs. Did your mother do drugs?" That's a whole different story, man. That's a whole different story. There are drugs involved in this story at some point. I shit you not, but no one wants to bring it up. It may come up at some point. I doubt it, but it could. But honestly, I think drugs are definitely involved in this story. Definitely think they are. 7 years, living in a van for 7 years. So she's been doing this since she was 19, and she was left back a couple of grades, and we don't even know if she ever even finished high school. Some people are saying in the comments she probably didn't finish high school.
Oh yeah. Man, you've been ahead of the game then. You and CJ here.
Yeah.
How old are you, CJ?
22.
22?
So she's 26 and he's 22, so she's 4 years older than good old CJ right here. Now this is kind of funny. She's actually 4 years older than this guy. So she picked up this guy, this 22-year-old, and this is just like this story is just ridiculous. And he does look younger than her. He really does. I mean, wow. It's funny. It's just hilarious. No matter what, women need men. No matter what, women need men. A woman cannot walk this earth without a man. She can't. She cannot survive without a man. Women need men. They can't do anything without us. It's hilarious. And as shit hits the fan now, they'll discover even more how miserable their existences will become.
Heck yeah, you guys are ahead of the game. No house payments, no nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Is this more storage?
More storage. I've got a bunch of paintings up here. These are my canvases. And I've stored larger paintings here.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is, actually I'm really proud of this because I didn't think I was going to be able to bring any larger canvases. But, you got to utilize every bit of space.
Yeah, she's a really talented artist, and she also just wrote a book, too.
This one was up for sale in Joshua Tree.
Oh, nice.
Like that one.
Is that like a dragon's eye right there?
Kind of, yeah. It's just.
So guys, I want you to look at this very carefully. I want you to look at that and just tell me, doesn't that look like something painted by someone on drugs? Like, look at the colors, look at the shapes, look at the design. This looks like something definitely painted by someone on drugs. Like, this looks like, if this doesn't scream psychosis, I don't know what else does. This looks like something painted by someone on drugs. Oh my gosh. Look at how the colors drip and drain down. Like, I mean, look at that. Look at the colors. This looks like something painted by someone on drugs. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's kind of based on dreams and hallucinations.
Oh, something to look at when you're tripping, or
Basically,
hell
yeah.
yeah, hell yeah.
Did I not? Oh my! Did I not just call it? You said, oh, something to look at when you're hallucinating or when you're tripping, and she goes, yeah, hell yeah. She loves to look at it when she's on drugs. Guys, did I not say from the very beginning that these people were on drugs? Did I not say drugs was involved in this circumstance, but they were not talking about it? I told you. I am from New York. All right, I am from New York, and I'm from like old school New York. When I grew up in New York, there was this guy named Mayor Dinkins. He was the worst mayor that New York City ever saw. He was this old black mayor, and he ruined New York City. He basically did nothing. And when I grew up in New York City, bums lined the streets, and drug addicts were plentiful. All right, the 80s were scary. There were so many crackheads everywhere. I couldn't even go outside as a kid. Manhattan was a frightening place. Manhattan was a frightening place. It was a frightening place. Oh my gosh. Okay? I know drugs when I see drugs. And the moment I saw these people, I knew drugs. Angry MGTOW, this looks like a lot of common sense. Lewis says you think we're stupid. I'm just saying, because some people are like, there's some guys who are like, oh, this is not so bad. This is drugs. I called it. I said that drugs were involved in this story from the very beginning, even though she wasn't saying it. I said drugs were involved.
I like painting in that style, but I also do stuff like, oh, this one's kind of cool. This guy.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
And this one's a little darker.
Nice.
I like that.
And I'm sure if any of you guys want to buy any of those, I'm sure
Oh yeah,
I can
art.
find Cornelius.
Yeah, any art that I have is up for sale or trade.
Heck to the yeah. You've also got a book, or actually you've also got a website, don't you?
Yeah,
About all this stuff?
WeLiveInAVan.com.
WeLiveInAVan.com. I'll put.
Oh my gosh. WeLiveInAVan.com. Holy cow. They have a website, WeLiveInAVan.com. Like, I'm in like utter shock right now. You know, I just typed it in, and for some reason it took me to my Facebook. Okay, so, oh shit, guys, do not go to WeLiveInAVan.com. Guys, it's like a Trojan page. I just went there and like it redirected to Facebook. Don't go to like WeLiveInAVan.com. It looks like it's like a method of like stealing your Facebook login or something. I don't know, or it redirects to Facebook. But it's not an actual website. WeLiveInAVan.com. These hipsters are thieves. Holy cow! Like, these guys are crooks. These guys are straight up crooks.
Put the link below and go check it out. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off for a second, see if I forgot anything.
Keeps the bugs out and the cats in.
Hey guys, so she's got a couple cool tips here. She's got screens on her windows so none of the bugs get in.
And the cats stay in too.
Yep, the cats stay in. I can't believe they don't ever jump up on this and. Like,
they could, and I think that it would hold, but they don't because they're very well behaved.
Yeah.
Nice.
And, yeah, and if they know that if this comes down, then the windows are closed, and they like the windows open.
Yeah.
But basically, all you need, I use duct tape and super glue and also Gorilla Glue, and made sure that the top edge was not glued so that it would stick to here with the actual duct tape.
Yeah.
So that way, while it's drying, it will stay in place.
Hell yeah.
And it's been working really well, actually. I've had people like run into it and...
Are you serious?
up.
And it stayed?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
been good. So the Gorilla Glue, Super Glue combination is really good for that.
Cool beans. Alright guys, we're gonna show you the back there. Nice.
It's awesome.
I wish my bike rack did that. Where it leaned down.
Easy as fuck. Oh, and they like to use these handcuffs for
Nice.
keeping shit on shit. And this is where the cats go poop.
Nice.
It's nice and tucked in the back.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah.
And how do they get back there though?
There's a little tunnel back there, and then they can get through the shoe rack. There's all of those cubby holes that are open, so they climb under there, and there's like a... Actually, they've got like a little cat fort under the bed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I've got my toolbox and my fucking supplies for the van. Very important, and of course my base.
Hell yeah. Where have you taken that canoe? Have you ever taken it down some like Colorado rivers or anything?
We were training this summer for a trip down the Mississippi,
Nice.
but we missed our window of time because of circumstances, so we didn't end up going. But we were donated a canoe, 2 life jackets, and a couple paddles to do the trip. So we're just gonna try again next year. But we spent a lot of time on the Mississippi, and we portaged over a Rum River dam.
Nice.
Yeah, it was so fun because we'd go to one spot, my aunt and uncle's, that's like on one side of town, and then take the boat down the river, and then go to my other aunt and uncle's.
Hell
And
yeah.
then bike back over and get the canoe and the van.
That sounds awesome.
It was really fun. I wish we could have taken that trip though. But there's always next year, and maybe next year there will be other people who will want to go with.
Yep. I'll go with.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gotta find a canoe. Genevieve wants to go too.
I've got a kayak.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no rapids down the Mississippi, but there is a few spots where you have to portage. And there's a huge, big, giant lake that you have to cross near the beginning.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But, you know, you're supposed to kind of stay along the edge so if you capsize, you're not in the middle of it.
So I just want to say to you guys, if you ever run into these types of people, run away. Don't have conversations with them. They are not your friends. These are the type of people that kill you and leave you dead in a desert. At best, they put you in a hole and they cover it. But to be honest, they probably just leave you in the desert. And it's very possible no one would ever find you. So yeah, guys, I'm just being really honest. If you ever run into these people are people like these people. Get the fuck out of there quickly. Keep on going.
A body of water.
Actually, yeah. Oh, I've got to make it so Sober can be in there too.
Oh.
But anyways,
Picture. Oh yeah.
well that's
Oh, in the boat? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is Cornelius, and check out her website.
WeLiveInAVan.com.
Hell yeah. Peace out, guys. And if you're interested, she's got a book for sale too. Peace out.
This wasn't cool. This wasn't cool. This was not funny. This was pathetic. This was sad, guys. Listen to me. No one should live this way. No one in their right mind would want to live this way. You can see, like, you can smell how bad they smelled. Like, you can just smell it by looking at them. Like, that van must have smelled so bad. No one should live in that condition. But again, guys, this is the reason why you have to focus, save some money, take care of yourself. and women don't have it. Women are gonna really have it miserable because these are people who are doing a bit better than the common woman's gonna do. Because the common woman won't have a van to live in. She won't have anything to live in. She won't even have the common sense or know how to go about this. I mean, you have to remember, women are separated from men right now. A lot of men don't want to have anything to do with them. And a lot of women are going to find themselves homeless, hungry, and with very few options in between. They're going to find themselves unable to find a favorable living space. And there's not going to be a lot of men to take care of them. Because remember, beta males are not providers. Manginas are not providers. And the MGTOW, guys like us, we're just going to sit back and watch the world burn. We're not going to give our resources to these women. You know, we're going our own way. And it's hilarious because as things go to hell, these women are going to literally line the streets. I talked about the fact that women would likely end up in FEMA camps. I said there are going to be women in FEMA camps. There are going to be FEMA camps filled with women. FEMA camps that are housing women because there are going to be so many homeless women on the roads. And it's not a joke. It is something that is coming. It is something that we have to prepare for. It's something that we have to understand. The future for women is not pretty. The future for women is literally coming, and it's going to be one where there is no Section 8, there's no subsidized housing, there's no more food stamps. All that free shit that they've been living off from the liberals is coming to an end. And, you know, I've said it before, women have priced themselves out of the economy, out of the job market, out of the reproductive and sexual market. The government doesn't want to take care of them anymore. Entitlements are going bye-bye. The future for women is going to hell. And homeless white women will become normal in America. It will become normal in America. It's not only going to be white women. It's going to be white women. Black women are going to... I don't even know what's going to become of black women in America because they will have fewer options than anyone else. I mean, they have literally fucked up in every possible way. I don't know what is... I mean, like black women, like I said, they're going to be FEMA camps filled with women. FEMA camps filled with women, and there may even be some type of racial segregation in them as well. Again, guys, it's going to be rather insane. And during this time, women are going to scream, "Men, help us." And they're going to say, how could men let things happen? In fact, don't be surprised if there are women who blame men for feminism, saying, how could you have allowed these crazy women to do what they did? How did you allow women to do this shit? I shit you not. There will be women that blame men for allowing women to do this. There will be women... Yeah, so, yeah, I just got a little notification from Microsoft saying, hey, bro, we just want you to give us some feedback on your Surface, how you like your Surface. Isn't that just great? Anyway, they're going to be FEMA camps filled with women. They're going to be devastated. They're going to be miserable, and they're not going to have very many options. But this is the future that they created for themselves. This is the pain and this is suffering that they created for themselves. And no one's going to feel bad for them. I won't feel bad for them. Society won't feel bad for them. You shouldn't feel bad for them. It's something that they created for themselves. And it's going to just continue going down this way. Like I said, food stamps are about to vanish. Food stamps are about to vanish. Government subsidized housing is about to vanish. I mean, living in a van, living in a car, it's a horrible way of life. This woman is mentally ill. She had the nerve to say sitting in the front seat is like being in a separate room. It's almost like being in a different room. I'm thinking to myself, wow, these people have lost their fucking minds. And she's been living like this for 7 years. 7 years now. This is no way to live, guys. This is no way to live. And a lot of women are going to literally lose everything. I mean, you can clearly see that she has not been taking proper care of herself. And the guy asked her, how is it being a female living in a van? And she says, it's not really that much different. It's not that bad because it's, you're not living on the street. And I said it before that drugs were involved in this whole thing. And when women end up homeless, one thing that they're going to be doing is they're going to be getting drunk and they're going to be doing lots and lots of drugs. Drugs are going to be a very big thing among women when shit hits the fan. Don't be surprised because it's really like that. So what 911 Nomad says, Angry MGTOW, it's feminism calling. They say they're giving up. It's funny because you know, even as women say, okay, men, you won. There's going to be all these women saying, you won, men, you won. Feminism is dead. We tried, and you won. Now save us. And men are going to look around and say, you are out of your fucking mind. You destroyed everything. There's nothing left. And they're going to say, what are you talking about? You're men. You're supermen. You control the world. Everything that happens in the world is controlled by you. You can make any problem go away. So fix the problem. Solve it. Give us food. Give us shelter. Make everything right in the world. You know, we want to go back to 1950s housewives where you take care of us. You've won. Give us back traditionalism. And they won't realize that traditionalism is gone forever. They killed it. They won't realize that masculine men have been killed off by effeminate teachings, feminist mothers. And that's why we have so many men who don't know how to even take care of themselves. A lot of guys are going to starve to death. There will be tons of vaginas who starve to death. And there'll be MGTOW and preppers who actually make it through this thing, because we realize that you have to focus on yourself, take care of yourself, and guide yourself through the situation, because no one else is going to. So I want to know if you guys agree that homeless white women in general, will be normal in America. They're going to be FEMA camps filled with homeless women. Also, I just want to remind you guys that I make around 3 of these videos every single day, plus bonus videos. So please consider becoming a Patreon. You can click on the Patreon link that's in the header on my YouTube homepage, or you can find a link to my Patreon in the description of this video. Please consider becoming a Patreon, and it ensures that I can continue putting out quality content. Patreon over PayPal is best, because it helps to be you become a regular contributor to my work, and there's all different prize levels and everything. So definitely please check out my Patreon. Also, never miss another video from me, from Angry MGTOW, by enabling notifications. Just click on the little notification button below any video. And the notification button is right next to the subscribe button. Click on the notification button and you'll see a pop-up that says send me all notifications for this channel. When you do that, just check the box, hit save. If you've already done it, you don't have to do it again, and you will never miss another notification from me. And you will always get a notification whenever I'm live streaming or whenever I put out a new video. So let me know if you agree that homeless white women will become normal in America. Homeless women will become normal in America, period. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Definitely please become a Patreon. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MGTOW or death. And cheers.